Welcome to another episode of Terry's Notes, and today we're going to be looking at another type of transformation which is called an enlargement. Right, so let's say we have a triangle ABC and we want to undergo an enlargement. Right, now if you have to describe an enlargement, you need to give the center of enlargement, and you also need to give what is called the scale factor K. Right, so in this case here, we're going to use this point here, which is -6 -2 as the center of enlargement, and we are going to use a scale factor of 2. Right, so our scale factor K is equal to 2. Now how do we perform an enlargement on this triangle? Well, what you do, you draw a line from the center of enlargement through the point A. We just extend it, and then we draw a line through the point B and we extend it, keep going. Then we draw a line through the point C and we extend it. Alright, and what you do now, you take your compass and you measure, well, you take a ruler and you measure the distance. Let's call the center of enlargement, let's just call it O for now, right? Just for me to be able to label. So if this is O, we need to measure the length OA, right? And because the scale factor is 2, it means that the distance of A prime, which I'm not sure where it is exactly, but it must lie on this line, A prime is somewhere here, and in order to get that point, the distance from like OA and OA prime, OA prime has to be twice the distance of OA, right? Let me just go to the solution. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you have your center of enlargement, which is -6 -2, right? And we would have drawn a line from this point through the point A and extended. Line would have been extended this way. This line would have been extended this way, and this line would have been extended this way. But what I'm saying is that let's call this point O. OA would be some distance, and OA prime would be twice that distance, because our scale factor K was equal to 2, right? OB prime will also be 2 times OB, and OC prime will be 2 times OC, right? Where did I get that 2 from? They told me that the scale factor is 2. Now look at something as well. AB is equal to, if we just look at this graph here, right, this is 2 units, so AB is 2 units, and A prime B prime is equal to, let's check it, 1 2 3 4 units. So therefore what we are saying is that the length A prime B prime is twice the length of AB, right? And it's twice the length because our scale factor is 2, right? Each of the lengths are being multiplied by 2, right? BC is 2 units, so without even checking, I know that B prime C prime should be 2 times that, which is 4 units, right? So with an enlargement, once we have the scale factor greater than 0, right, this is our image, this is our object, and this is our image. So the image is larger than the object, and it's twice the size basically. Alright, well, the lengths are really double in this case, right? So if k was equal to 3, then the distance a prime b prime will be 3 times what ab is. Okay, let's look at another example. In this case, we have an object a b c again, a triangle, and our center of enlargement is still minus 6 2, but this time we are using k as 0.5, or k is equal to half, right? So therefore k really lies between 0 and 1, right? And the first example, k was greater than 1, right? So what do we do in this case? So we label this as O, and we are going to do the same thing again. I'm going to draw a line OA, draw a line OB, and draw a line OC. Now here's the thing. The scale factor is a half, right? When you have the scale factor line between 0 and 1, right, what is happening is that the image is going to be diminished. It's going to be smaller, right? What that means is that your image is going to lie somewhere in the middle here, right? So let me show you the actual solution. So this is what's going to happen here. In this case, this was our center of enlargement, and k was equal to 0.5, right? So this was our object, and this was our image. So the image is smaller in this case, right? Because k is less than 1 but greater than 0, right? And also note that the image lies between the object and the center of enlargement O, right? What else do you need to know about this? Okay, I didn't explain how to find the actual image. Well, it has to do with, if you know OA, right, you would have measured that. You can measure that with your ruler, and then we're going to multiply by 0.5 our scale factor. So if OA, I'm just putting a number here, if OA was 10 units, right, it means that OA prime would have been 0.5 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 5 units, right? So it would have been, we can use our ruler to measure that distance in order to locate the point A prime. Let's look at another example. In this case, we are going to use our center of enlargement O as 1, 2, and our scale factor in this case is -2. Now what does that mean? We did an example before that said k was 2, right? Now whenever you have a negative sign in front of the enlargement, what is happening is that your image is going to lie on the opposite side of the center of enlargement. So let me show you what I mean. So in this case here, we had the triangle. So I'm saying that k is equal to -2, right? Now remember, k is the scale factor, right? And this is our point here, our center of enlargement, right? Now this is our object, and this is our image. Now because we have a 2 here, the image is larger than the object, but because of the minus sign, we notice that the object and the image lie on opposite sides of the center of enlargement, right? So this is the center of enlargement, right? And this special case here where k is negative means that the object is on the opposite side of the object and the image lie on opposite sides of the center of enlargement, right? Now another question that can come on enlargements is they will ask a question about area. So let's look at these two triangles here. We're using the origin as our center of enlargement, right? And what I'm going to show you is how do you treat with area. So in the first triangle, so triangle ABC, the area is equal to base by height over 2, right? So your base in this case will be 2 units, so it's 2 multiplied by height, which is 1, 2, 3. So it's base by height over 2, which gives me 3 units squared, right? Because area is measured in squared. Let's look at triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, right? Now, remember I said this is an enlargement, so if I were to draw a line from, oh boy, sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so let's just work out the area. Area is base by height over 2 for this triangle, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the base is 6 units multiplied by the height, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units divided by 2, and this will give me 27 units squared. Now a typical question is to basically ask about the area. What is the relationship between the area of the image and the area of the object? Now in this case here, if we look at the length, let's say A prime C prime is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, right? And AC is equal to 2 units, right? Just by looking at these two numbers, we know that the scale factor K is equal to 6 over 2, which will give me 3, right? I can look at also A prime B prime, and that length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 9 units. And AB is equal to 1, 2, 3 units. Therefore K is equal to 9 over 3, which is 3. So I've gotten the same, so the scale factor we know is 3 for sure, right? So how do you get the scale factor? You just looked at the length of one side of the image and divided by one length of, or the corresponding length of that side of the object, right? So I got 3 in both cases. Now let's go back to the area now. If they told you the area of one triangle, let's say the area of ABC, so ABC, the area is equal to 3 units squared. Sorry, 3 units squared, right? And they told us K is equal to 3. We know that. The relationship between the two triangles in terms of area, right? So area of A prime B prime C prime is equal to K squared multiplied by the area of triangle ABC, right? So it'll be 3 squared multiplied by the area of triangle ABC, which we got as 3 units and that gives me, sorry, this is 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27 units squared. Now notice we had worked out the area of the triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, and we got 27 units. But I just worked out 27 units just by using K and the original area of the triangle given. Now this is a concept that you need to understand. If the scale factor K was 2, then the area of the, this is the image, right? And this is the object. So what I'm saying is that if you know the area of the object, you know this area here, right? And you want to calculate this area given the scale factor, all you have to do is take the scale factor K and square it and multiply it by the area of the object, right? So this is a very important concept that you need to understand. So please review